hope you are all doing well. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and tuning in today. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Barbara. I go by the name of Simple Yet Stylish on all socials, and I upload fashion and lifestyle content. So if any of those two topics are of interest to you, then consider hitting the subscribe button. And for my returning subscribers, thank you so much for your ongoing support. So as you guys can tell by the title of today's video, we are going to be reviewing some of the looks that were showcased during London Fashion Week. Now, for those of you who are regulars on my channel, you would have come across the New York Fashion Week video that I published a couple weeks ago, where I shared some selected designers, their backstory, their history, their journeys as creative directors of their own brands as well as other brands, and I gently dissected some of the looks that they gave us during the trunk shows, presentations and runways. However, this time around we're not going to take that approach. We're just going to focus on a few trends that we saw during London Fashion Week. Now, it's important for us to keep reminding ourselves of these trends because for the most part, fashion forecasting is very, very important. It gives you a head start into what to look forward to for future seasons to come, and sort of gives you that broader perspective in case you do want to implement some new trends or some trends that you've never seen or tried before into your wardrobe or your collection. And I was very, very happy to see that a lot of the trends that I've read about or come across in the past were being showcased during London Fashion Week. Now, when it comes to Fashion Week in itself, the four main cities, London, New York, Paris and Milan, are always the ones that I tend to focus on. I know that there are other cities that do showcase events during this time of the year or during fashion seasons, but for the most part, those four cities, I like to rank them. Paris and Milan are always fighting for the #1 spot, but typically they are always either 1 or #2. And then New York is always #3 for me because they give boldness. And then London is always #4. And I don't say that with pride because I'm a London girly and I want to represent and I want to be able to say, do you know what? I love everything that I saw. And so I'm going to rank London higher. But this particular season, to me, London has definitely knocked New York off the #3 spot, and they are sitting comfortably in that position, and I am absolutely here for it. One of the main reasons why I am so happy with what I saw during London Fashion Week is because I feel like for the first time in quite a while, I've seen a lot of the designers really representing British fashion. Now, before we get into the video, my outfit for today is a very simple and quick one that I put together. The weather is picking up and the temperatures are getting slightly warmer, but it's still a little bit chilly out there. So I'm wearing this very light turtleneck from H&M. I've paired it with this very old but a gold mine piece in my wardrobe. It's from Zara. I love the fringe detail as well as the different neutral colors in there. And I've paired it with my trusted Zara boots, which are absolutely comfortable. I cannot emphasize enough. My accessories are these bold, oversized faux Bottega earrings, which I purchased from Amazon. Like I mentioned, the skirt is very old. The boots are also last season, so I will try and link similar items in the description box below. But for the other items, which I believe are still available, because this is an essential piece and this is always available on Amazon, it will be linked in the description box below as well. So now that we've got the OOTD out the way, let's get straight into the video. So I have got a few notes both on my phone as well as my notebook. So if you see me looking down or not looking at you guys, then you know why. It's very important for me to add this disclaimer. But the first trend that I would like to get into is the prep school trend. Now, in one of my videos that I published at the start of the year, I talked about the trends that we are expecting to see during 2025, and the prep school trend was included in that video. I'm so happy to see it on the runway, especially during London Fashion Week, because I feel like when it comes to the whole prep school idea, no one does it better than Britain or the British. When it comes to, if you know anything about our culture, if you know anything about our school system, you will know that uniform is implemented in almost every school. I don't think I can name 5 schools in Britain that don't necessarily have a uniform policy as part of their school. I can't, honestly. Excluding, universities, sixth form, colleges, when it comes to compulsory education from reception to year 11, we're wearing school uniforms, and I've always loved that. I feel like it looks neat. Everyone looks put together, especially if the school have a very strict policy on school uniform. But anyway, I'm not a head teacher and I don't work for Ofsted or the educational system, so I'm not here to get into all of that. But obviously the trend is all about the school look, and so that's why I thought it was important for me to include that. One of the many reasons why I also love this trend is because you can easily dress it up or down, and a lot of people don't actually notice that. For the most part, you would typically think, why would I wear a sort of like prep school outfit to an extravagant event or something like that? But all it takes is just maybe one piece. You don't have to wear a cardigan or knitwear with a shirt and a pleated skirt with plaid detail and tights and socks, or you don't have to dress like that from top to toe. If that is your thing, then absolutely fine. But all it takes is for you to maybe take just one piece from the trend, add it to your look, and it elevates it. It also exudes class, because when it comes to the whole prep school, a lot of kids that attend private schools or, really like well-established elite schools tend to dress like this, and I absolutely love it. I was also very happy to see the versatility of it being showcased on the runway. So not only did we see it being worn the typical way with a pleated skirt, the pop socks or the knee-high socks with loafers, etc., but we saw it implemented in full-length trousers, blazers, oversized coats, cinched in at the waist, and all that good stuff. So we saw a lot of versatility. And like I said, this trend is very classy. It's classic. This reminds me of, 90s, early 90s style, Clueless, and that whole nostalgia vibe. And it's very chic as well. All you have to do is add maybe a pair of tights. You can add heels. You can dress it down with loafers or maybe Mary Jane flats, for example. And you can accessorize the look by adding trench coats, which is another style that we saw on the runway a lot. And it was implemented in the prep school trend. So I absolutely love this trend. I am here for it. I love how they blended it in with like the Oxford shirts, which is a British thing or style through and through. And like I said before, it just exudes class. It's chic, it's versatile, it's easy to style up or tone it down. So if you are considering trying this trend for 2025, I would definitely encourage you to do so, because the designers during LFW were definitely giving us the vibe and definitely giving us templates as to how we can include this trend in our wardrobe. Now, another trend that we saw during LFW, which came as a shock to me because I wasn't expecting this, and this is why I said that I am very, very happy with what I saw, because typically I feel like, for me, from where I stand, London Fashion Week is quite predictable from what I've seen. I used to attend London Fashion Week, and so I'm not disappointed in what I see, but it's predictable season after season. But this time around, we saw a lot more exaggeration with armor. And I was just like, oh, okay, we're giving knights, we're giving medieval times, we're giving history. I'm here for it. I'm actually here for it. And in that, we saw a lot of beaded styles, a lot of corsets, a lot of, chains and extra accessories and fabrics being implemented in that. And I really, really liked it as well. So I'm looking at my phone, I'm looking at some of the pictures. There were a lot of dresses that I saw, a lot of short dresses. They looked absolutely gorgeous, high neck, a lot of beading, a lot of sequin, just a lot of heavy armor and materials that just added extra flair and extra style. And I was absolutely here for it. Now, I feel like when we're talking about clothes, we don't really focus on like the hair and the makeup and the other accessories a lot. And so when it came to this style, I'm really happy with what I saw. I saw a lot of hair being sort of like pushed back, pushed away from the face, simple makeup with like a bold lip, which gave that extra touch to the outfit, and it really made you focus because of the minimal sort of like hair and makeup, hair out of the face and all that good stuff. It really made you focus on the outfits and the designs that were being showcased on the runway. It was also giving me Balmain 2013, 14, 15. That's what it was giving me as well, with the heavy beading. It was also giving Mugler, which I absolutely love, especially the armor and the metallics. It definitely gave Mugler and Ray-Ban as well. So I feel like if you're very bold and you like to step out of the box or step out of your comfort zone, or if you have one event coming up this year or maybe even next year or whatever, and you really want to go out with a bang and turn heads, then invest in a heavy sequenced, or maybe if you want the armor pieces as well, and just give everyone that show-stopping moment. Because like I said, I wasn't expecting this during London Fashion Week, but I'm absolutely here for it. And the designers really gave us 10 over 10 with this one. But the third trend that I want to talk about is the smart, well put together look. That's what I like to call it anyway. And to piggyback off of the whole prep school look, I really like how this was widely showcased on the runways during London Fashion Week. Like I said, this season, London Fashion Week came with the British fashion. And if you know anything about British fashion, then you will know that when it comes to the Oxford shirts, the clean tailored looks, the suits and all that good stuff, the British do it very, very, very well. And so I was so happy to see a wide variety of that on the runway, because a suit is simple, it's safe, it's versatile, everyone looks good in a suit. But to be able to give it a bit of a tweak here and there, but still remain classy, is something that not everyone can pinpoint and not everyone can hit the nail on the head. And so when I saw designers such as Palmer Harding giving us, you know, oversized collars, big cuffs, oversized fits, balanced with sort of like tight fitted looks as well, it was just the perfect balance for me, and I absolutely loved it. I also loved that it wasn't loud. It wasn't too loud. I feel like when they try to add a little bit of a flair or an extra touch to a suit, they get it wrong by adding too many colors or just making it excessively loud and completely miss the mark. However, a lot of the looks that I saw were very subtle and neutral in color. Designers showcased a lot of creativity around a white shirt. Now come closer. If you do not own at least 3 white shirts in your closet, your wardrobe, your collection, whatever, please, I will even link some below for you guys. Please run and do not walk and buy yourself a couple of white shirts. Get a simple, crisp cotton white shirt, get a linen white shirt, and get, I don't know, maybe like a short sleeve one with a bit of a cinch around the waist, just a little bit of detail. But either way, invest in white shirts, because there's so much creativity that you can base around a white shirt, and we saw that a lot during London Fashion Week. The designers used it as their foundation, and through that they were able to exude a wide range of creativity, which I absolutely loved, and I hope you guys will agree as well. And so to sum up that trend, I love the emphasis on the white shirt. I love the emphasis on a smart look, because sometimes we feel like we have to do a little bit much and step outside of the box or our comfort zone and completely forget about classic trends or styles that actually go a long way. But then we have the designers that reminded us of that during London Fashion Week and just showed us that, look, all you need is a simple white shirt or a simple suit or some neutral basic pieces in your collection, and you can create an absolutely gorgeous look that will make a huge statement. Now, the last trend that I want to talk about was fringe. We saw a lot of fringe during London Fashion Week, and again, absolutely love the fringe style and the detail when it's implemented into an outfit or a piece of attire. My favorite one was from the Burberry show. I loved the trench coats, and you know, no one does a trench coat like Burberry, and I love that they went outside of the box. We still love the classic Burberry trench with the pattern inside. However, we saw flair, we saw dark neutral colors that are great for the fall winter season, and we just saw a lot more fun on the runway. One of the many reasons why I love a fringe, and it's so crazy because I'm wearing a fringe skirt in this video, but one of the main reasons why I love a fringed piece is because you can easily use it to elevate an outfit. Typically, I remember back in my styling days, whenever I did used to work with clients who were open to the fringe style, I always used to encourage them to invest in one or the other, or if they want both, a fringed jacket or coat or a fringed skirt. And my reasons being, when it comes to a fringed coat or jacket, for example, it's easy to just put on a simple outfit, add the fringed coat on, whether you want to wear it or just throw it over your shoulders, and automatically it elevates your look. Equally the same with a skirt. I feel like skirts, there's not really much of an in-between. It's either a skirt is very plain and simple, or a skirt is very detailed with a lot of statement. And so if you're looking for something that is a bit subtle and sort of hits the halfway mark, a fringe skirt is a perfect piece to add to a simple look without doing too much or without dimming down your outfit. But anyway, we saw a lot of fringe on the runway. I also feel like it's a great trend to buy into because it's always around. We see a lot of the time as well during seasons like Coachella. A lot of people like to tap into that whole Coachella / cowboy type of theme, cowgirl type of theme. And also it's something it's a style that suits everyone and it's fun. Why wouldn't you want to, you know, shimmy a little bit, you know, especially if you're walking. By default, when you're moving, you're sort of shimmying anyway, but it's a fun style. So if you're into fun when it comes to your wardrobe and your fashion, then definitely check out the fringe pieces that we saw during London Fashion Week. Okay, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful. I haven't edited it yet, obviously, but I believe it will be much shorter than the New York Fashion Week one, like I said at the start of the video, because we didn't really dissect individual brands or designers and what they gave us during Fashion Week. But it was very important for me to create this version of the video just to piggyback off of the 2025 trends to look forward to that I shared with you guys at the start of the year, because reminding ourselves of these fashion styles and trends is a great way to implement them into our wardrobe. It gives us a lot of time to consider what to throw out, what to put in, and all that good stuff. So let me know down in the description box below if there are any trends that you saw during London Fashion Week that you are tapping into, if there's any designers in particular that stood out to you as well. My favorite was Burberry, and I know it's a bit cliche because, you know, Burberry is like the biggest one and they typically close off London Fashion Week and all that good stuff. But like I said, I'm so used to seeing a lot of classic and predicted styles from a lot of the British designers, but this season they gave me an unexpected turn when it came to the designs, and I'm here for all of them. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Share it with anyone that you feel will enjoy this type of fashion-based content. Like I said before, comment down below. Let me know what you think of this video. Let me know what you think of London Fashion Week and the presentation so far. Thank you so much for your support and for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.